Well, it's been a while since we were last here. We're into the new year, and there's been some personnel changes. Hello, guys, David here, and welcome back to episode number 50 of Going Intercontinental. I cannot believe we've got to 50 already. It feels like literally yesterday I stepped in through the doors at the Marcelo Batitsuta Stadium and came across a squad that was in pretty dire need of refreshments. Since then, we've gone, 5 years in? We're into 2025 now, so 5.5 years into the save. We are league winners. We are current title holders, and we're going for two in a row. And it's been a while since you were last with us, as I mentioned in the intro there. Since you were last with us, I'm trying to think of what the last games even were. It was the Copa Argentina quarterfinal against River, and then I believe I showed you the game against Vélez as well. In fact, I don't think I did. I can't quite remember though. But since you were last with us, like I say, we have played a fair few games, and we are unbeaten in that time. I'm going to talk about the Vélez game in the off chance that I didn't do it last time. I think I may have done the Independiente game as well. I just can't remember. In that one, we won 2-0. Gonzalo, Ponce and Alanzinho both getting on the score sheet. Nice and easy win for us there. We then followed that up with a very entertaining 5-3 win against Godoy Cruz, with a good amount of young players getting on the score sheet, which is awesome. Ponce getting two goals in 2 games. A follow-up with a difficult win against Atletico Tucumán, which was a little bit disappointing, but we still beat them 2-1 nonetheless. We then had another, again, difficult game against Banfield, who have, as far as I can recall, because it's been a while since I've checked the save properly and checked the league table, they've dropped down since we beat them. This was their first defeat in a while. Beat them 3-2 courtesy of a Damien Varela hat-trick. A 2-1 win against Racing Club, again, richly deserved, not muchly deserved, you fool. And then a disappointing 1-1 draw against Argentinos Juniors, rounding out 2024's league fixtures. We had a friendly before then, so you can see it's a quick friendly there, and we're coming back today for the games against Gymnasia and against River in the league. That's the plan. I may well, in fact, do this Super Copa Argentina one instead of the River game in the league. In fact, that's probably a good idea. Let's do that. Super Copa Argentina, because that is effectively Argentina's version of the Community Shield. They won the Copa Argentina, we won the league. Let's go do that instead, shall we? Anyway, since you were last with us, we've also made a lot of money. As you can see here, we have got our finances up into a very healthy 32.5 million. And you can see the income, and you can probably tell it's by players sold. And we sold 29.5, nearly £1 million worth of players in this month. It's been a busy window, and we have sold a couple of pretty important players in the time as well. So let's go and show you who they were. The big one, of course, the one who funded the majority of that, is unfortunately Damien Varela. He has now left. He's done the change that every one of our key centre forwards has done so far in this save, and he has gone over to China. He's getting paid 70 grand a week. We sold him for 25 million. I can't turn that down. That is just crazy, crazy money. So yeah, he has left the club, which is a real shame. If we look at his form, where is he now? If I look at him, he was on an absolutely amazing run of form. He's going to probably eclipse his goal scoring total for last year. But if the £25 million bid comes in for someone who was valued at 3.5, I think it was when he was there, I can't turn that down. So bye bye, Damien. Other people we've seen leave, we've seen Agustin Baldi leave and go to Brighton. He was the player who was moaning a little bit about not getting any game time. I couldn't be bothered to give it to him because we've got a good enough centre midfield at the moment. So he's gone to Brighton for 2.5 million. And then the other main ones, Enzo Albarino, you don't know who he is, he's just a youth player. The other big one is going to be Gonzalo Ponce. I mentioned him a couple of times for scoring just before then. River came in with a bit of 11.5 million for him. He played a few times for us, got a couple of goals. He's a good player, don't get me wrong, but he's not worth keeping if we're going to get a bit of 11.5 million for him. So yes, we've strengthened a rival, but I don't think we've strengthened a rival just yet. And plus, as you guys know, we've got plenty of strength on the left-hand side in the forms of Aguirre, Rodriguez, Alanzinho and co as well. So I'm not hugely concerned about that one as much as I am about the others. Incomings, because there have been a few, we obviously have to cover off the positions that we've lost as a fly comes in and tries to eat me alive. We have extended Hector Nora's loan. He is in for another season. I've tried doing the same for Estevez, but he is not available yet. I need to wait a little bit longer, which is probably not going to happen because I'm pretty sure the foreign transfer window closed already. And to replace Damien Varela, we've brought in a chap called Agustin Diaz, who looks like a very good player. He's not a direct replacement for Varela. He's not the same sort of player. He will play as an advanced forward rather than a pressing forward because he doesn't really. If we look at him, he's a very good player, but he doesn't really suit some of the stuff that you'd need out of that. He's not very brave. He's not very aggressive. He's not very good at concentrating. The only big downside for me is this: his finishing, which I actually didn't notice to begin with, is not ideal. It leaves a little bit to be desired, unfortunately. But he is very, very quick. He's got a good first touch on him. I think he'll be good. And for 5 million, which is what we bought him from Porto on, the fact that he looks like he can still improve, I think that's a pretty good snip. I'm pretty pleased with that. So yeah, he has come in to replace Damien Varela and will start in the first game. Otherwise, it's as you were. So without any further ado, let's take you into the team that are going to play against Gymnasia in this first game. A lot of unfit players, I'm not going to lie to you, or non-sharp players, or however you want to put them, because of the fact that we haven't had a game in a while, so that is to be considered. But anyway, the team we're going to go for, which I just realised I need to change because that's not correct. Get him off of there. He's going to be Batalla in goal, a back four of what on earth's going on here? A back four of Ferroni, Gratha, Aguila, and Arietta, Estevez and Belmonte in the centre of the park, Alanzinho, Bottomore, and Batistuta in support of Newman Diaz up top. As you can see, we've still got the standard people. Aguirre is still out injured. Where is he? He's there. Bachi, my backup striker, is injured. Rodriguez is injured. Dafydd Llewellyn, I think that's how you say it, I can't really remember, is low on fitness. So we've got a few people that are not back in yet, and Nora, as you can see, not quite sharp enough to play just yet. But hopefully we can get a good one out of this one. I can use the next couple of games offline to build some match sharpness back in, and then we'll come back, like I said, for the Supercoppa Argentina game against River Plate. To be completely honest with you, I completely forgot. I knew that game was coming. I just completely forgot when it was. So I was intending to do these first two games back in the new year anyway. The fact that the River Plate game in the Copa Argentina is so close just seems sensible just to do that one instead. Anyway, into the game. Bottomore on the ball then. Passes over to Alanzinho, tries a chance but comes off the defender who then clears. Gymnasia currently sitting 7th in the league, so not quite holding on to the form they had at the start of the year, because I'm pretty sure they were quite a decent team, if my memory serves me correctly. Banfield are actually not as far down as I expected. They haven't lost in a while, it seems, because they lost to us. I think they lost a couple on the bounce and didn't get many wins out of it, and now they seem to be back to winning ways. But we, as you can see, are top of the table on goals scored, not goal difference, but goals scored. So if we can get a couple of goals in this game today and continue that run, I'll be very pleased, especially because we're playing River in the next one, who are actually losing to what's it called, Boca Juniors, which is interesting. So who knows? See how that one goes down. Velez now behind us on goal difference. Not the most interesting of halves. We have had the majority of the possession and the shots, but nothing really of note there. And that's a very long pitch. That's an enormously long pitch. Wow. No wonder we're not getting very far. It must take them about an hour and a half to get along from one end of the pitch to the other. An hour and a half, the length of a normal football game, David. So that's probably not going to be the case because you've seen a highlight already. Sometimes I wonder. Anyway, Petroli gets rid of the ball, plays it forward. Gymnasia on the ball at the moment with Batistuta playing in. But Estevez picks up the loose ball though. Bit of play between him and Belmonte in the middle of the pitch. I did actually accept bids of 10 million for Belmonte from China. I accepted them and then regretted it, and now he's still here, so it's not the end of the world. Ball from Batistuta off to the edge, plays it to Bottomore. To Belmonte. Oh, what a finish that is from Leonardo Bottomore. You're not saving that. His long shots now are really starting to take shape. And it's one of the reasons why I'm continuing to play him as an attacking midfielder rather than a playmaker, because he has that long shot capability, as you can see here. I know it's just outside the box, but oh my word. Traps it at his feet, swings a left foot and it goes into the top right corner. And as it stands, we are 2 points clear at the top of the table, which is wonderful stuff. Independiente probably the ones who you'd argue are a little bit further behind the curve compared to everyone else. Anyone else a bit further down? Lanús aren't that great at the moment. There's been a bit of a shift in the guard, to be honest. The normal ones are still up there: River, Vélez, Boca Juniors, etc. Let's bring off. In fact, let's do this change. So I'm going to bring off Alanzinho for Atlante, put him in as that false 9 because we know he can do that, and then we'll give Bottlemore the chance to play as the striker there. And then I'll play, I think Diaz is right-footed, if my memory serves me correctly. He is. So let's try him out on the wing instead and see if that makes any difference. See if we can get that rating a little bit higher up, because he's not really offered a huge amount so far, has he? Admittedly, it's his first game on camera, so we've got to give him the benefit of the doubt. We've got to let him build into the game a little bit. There's not really a lot happening in this game at all. I mean, if we take a win with this, I'm not going to complain. We'll bring on Hector Nora in replacement of that guy, and then I'm going to bring on Damien. I'm not going to bring on Fernandez, actually. I think I don't really know what to do, to be honest. I was hoping to bring off Arietta, but I don't have a chance to, so it's going to be Claudio Bravo on Foroni. Seeing as we're paying 20k a week for this guy, we might as well make the most out of him. And it'll stop Ronald Kerr, the Leeds manager, from moaning every time I don't play him, because he does that a lot. River have turned it around against Boca Juniors, it seems, because they're now level on points with us. Oh no, they're drawing now, so they're back down again. So we are going to be 2 points clear if we hold on to this win, which it looks like we will. This fly is still buzzing around my face. Doesn't know when to bugger off. And we get through it with a win. There we go. I'm going to tell them they were poor, though, because we should have scored way more than two. Way more than two? Didn't even score two. We should have scored way more than one. We absolutely dominated. Bugger off. Piss off. So we're top of the table by 2 clear points, which is good stuff. Alanzinho's out for a couple of weeks. That's not good stuff. And we're 14 games unbeaten, which is good stuff. There you go. I've done a good stuff, bad stuff sandwich. That was cool. Baltimore is just turning into such a good player. He's now officially classed as a wonder kid. Like, man, look at these stats. He's just turning into an absolute world beater. And the good thing is, we've still got that £30 million release clause in there. The bad thing is, we're paying him a lot of money. And although the finances look very tasty now, the projections, we're going to lose 12 million there or thereabouts in the year, which is a bit worrying. But anyway, on to the Copa Argentina. Alrighty then, boys and girls. A draw and a win in the 2 league games between the last game and this one. And we are here for the cup final of the Super Copa Argentina, not the Copa Argentina like I literally just said, but we're in for the final of the Super Copa Argentina against River Plate. We drew 0-0 against them in the game in the league a few moments ago, and then we went and trounced Banfield 3-0, leaving us at the moment, although Vélez do have a game in hand, they leaves us 5 points clear, at least last I checked. No, we're 2 points clear because Vélez have won their game in hand. So we're 2 points clear, but importantly, we've knocked River back a little bit, and we've knocked Banfield back even more as well. So I'm quite pleased with that. Also, while we're on the screen, you can see we've been drawn into the Copa Libertadores group stages as well. I'm probably not going to show you those games because they look like fairly kind of standard games, to be honest with you. Probably just skim forwards, do the rest of the season, seeing as we're on the title challenge again, and then come back for the knockout games in the new year, again, conscious of time between now and FM21. That's the important thing. But anyway, let's get into this game. The team we are going to be playing in the final against River Plate today is going to be the same as I believe you saw it at Bar 1 against the Gymnasia in the last game that we played. So Batalla in goal, Foroni, Grata, Aguila and Arietta are the back four. Arietta's really turning into a really good player. I'm really pleased with him at the moment. Really starting to improve despite the fact his attributes are not doing the same. Belmonte and Estevez in the middle of the park. We've got then a supporting three of Atlante, Baltimore and Batitsuta, and then Diaz up top. The reason why Atlante isn't on the left is because Alanzinho is injured. He's out for the next couple of days still. 4 days. Aguirre still injured. Rodriguez injured. We've got no left wingers. And he seems like the natural next choice. Diaz has also finally scored a goal for the club. He scored in the game against Banfield. So hopefully he can continue that into this game, despite his finishing not being very good. Also worth noting that I don't remember this coming through, to be fair. I don't remember having the option to not do his contract deal, but if I did, then I have made a very big boo-boo on that because he's getting paid nearly £30,000 a week. So yeah, not the best decision in the world. Completely blitzes any of our other players by at least sort of £7,000 or £8,000 a week, something like that, which is ludicrous. But anyway, that's not the point of this. The point is we're going out to try and win another bit of silverware in the Supercoppa Argentina. And Ferroni's got a corner here early doors. Degrasso scored in the first 6 minutes. And that is 1-0 to Newell's. It's a breezy 30 degrees at the very weirdly named General Brigadier something something Stadium, home of Colon Football Club. That's an amusing name. And we are 1-0 up inside 10 minutes. Although here's a chance for River Plate, and it's come off the post with Ferroni getting it rid for the corner. That was a worrying sign. Corner's going to come in from Ponce, or formerly of us, of course. And that's a chance that it's just gone over from River there. So we remain at 1-0 in the lead. Like I said, yeah, Gonzalo Ponce, obviously formerly of ourselves, played a few games for us, is starting for River Plate. He started for them in the game that I played offline in the league as well. As I mentioned, that was a 0-0 draw. It was a very drab affair. Nothing happened. The good thing is we didn't lose. So we stayed unbeaten in 2 games against what was second and third at the time, which is arguably a very important set of results and could be pivotal in terms of our title challenge again. Not to put too much pressure on it, and that's an absolute belter from Pablo Boccia. 4th goal of the season. I mean, if you're going to concede a goal, you're going to want to concede something like that. That is an absolute howitzer of a goal. Herrera's going to play the ball in, it seems. Yep, plays it in. 1 touch. Bish, bash, bosh, left foot into the top left corner. I can't say any fairer than that. That's a pretty decent finish. So it's 1-1 now going towards half-time. River are uninterested by the feedback. Clearly the manager needs to work on his team talks. Another chance for River now. Monzon! Ooh, that was close. That was very close indeed. These corners from Ponce are very, very good. What's his crossing? His corners is 14. That's why he's got a good corner on him. Make sure we go out and win this for the supporters. That seems like a sensible one. Go out and win this for them. Didn't really do much. Who cares? Come on, boys. Come on. Just realised. Cup final. Not even in the suit. What am I doing? Foolish. If I lose this, it's exactly what the fault. That's exactly where the fault's going to be. I'm going to blame the fact I wasn't entirely sure I would do a cup final on this episode. That's what I'm going to go with. Let's ask for some creativity, because it seems to be all River at the moment. we've had 2 chances, one of which went in, and that's it, which is worrying at this stage. We do need to start pushing forward a little bit. Hopefully, I was hoping Atlante could get onto the end of that, but he can't intercept the ball. Herrera's running forwards now. Passes it back to Botcher, who scored already, but Diaz has intercepted that. Is he going to try and round his man? We know he's quick. Can he get him with a chance? He's not going to make it past. He does. It gets past the man. Oh, just wide of the target. Damn. Atlante's having a really poor game. In fact, that front 4 are just playing really badly today. It could be time for a Zeballos masterclass, perhaps. Maybe if I shift these 2 round and I bring on Zeballos to play up front, because I would want to keep Diaz on the left hand side, see what he can do, and then let's give Zeballos the chance to prove what he's made of, see what he can do. Demand more. Belmonte passes it to Esteves, who plays a wonderful ball out to Diaz on the left hand side, who loses the ball, and this is a chance for River Plate to break, and this might be a goal the other way here. Just noticed. That's a lovely ball across. Oh, Batala's there. Thank God for that. Whew. That looked like a goal all day long, which was very worrying indeed. But we've managed to hold on to it. I don't even know if there's extra time in this, or whether it just goes straight to penalties. Aguila with the free kick now, presumably going to play it short, plays it to Esteves. Sensible decision there. Plays a wonderful ball forwards to Zeballos, who's in on goal here. Takes a chance. Oh, he's offside. I did wonder if he was offside. Ah, that was close. Damn. That was a really good chance there as well. Bottlemore's going to come off. We're going to bring Reyes on in the centre now. Try and give him a bit of game time, because again, he's one of those players that I've not utilised enough. And I am very, very quickly, if I can. Can I find it anywhere? Can I get out of this game? Try and find out whether there is. I can't click on it. That's annoying. Supercoppa Argentina. Is there going to be extra time and penalties? Penalty shootout if scores are level after 90 minutes. Right. Okay, that changes a lot, because that means we need to make our changes before the end of the match if we want to get anything out of this. Right. Batistuta is looking very tired. He is not the worst penalty taker in the world. Who have I got that I can bring on though? I'm limited in options here. Nora's not even in the squad. Why is Nora not in the squad? What's happened? I suppose Nadalan maybe? He could take a Is he better than Arietta at taking penalties? He is. Right. There's the change. That's the big change, because Arietta's penalty taking there is absolutely abysmal. Plus, Nadalan's been with us since the get-go. Him and Ferroni, I think, are the only two who have lasted this entire save so far. And if Nadalan can be the one who scores a penalty for us to hopefully win this title, win this cup, whatever you want to call it, I'll be a happy boy. Right, there you go. Penalties for the third episode in a row. Jesus. I think. Yeah, third episode in a row. Right, Monzon takes the first one. Comfortably into the bottom right-hand corner. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Gratha to come up to level it on the night for the penalties. He's missed a few in his time. He's scored that one, though, and that was a little bit scary. I thought he wasn't going to score that. Jacquet. I assume that's how you pronounce it, or Jacket. Miguel Jacket. Oh, Batalla saved it! Come on! What a save. Reyes coming up now. Come on, can he do the business? He's fresh on the field. He does. He puts it in the bottom right-hand corner. Keeper doesn't move an inch. De La Fuente now. If Batalla can save this one, it could make it very much in our favour. Oh, bottom left-hand corner. That's that. From a 2D camera, that looks like a consummate penalty. Looks like he's properly nestled that in the bottom corner. Ferroni now. And he scores as well with 3-2 up on the penalties. And we have Romero coming up now. Is this Maximiliano Romero, the man himself? Ooh, Batalla nearly got there. Nearly got there. Belmonte now, come on, stalwart. He's rejected every contract offer when I've tried to sell him, but he wants to stay. And it's been saved. Ponce now. Oh, I hope he misses. Come on. Yes, Batalla saved it. Come on. It's not always green on the other side, is it? Come on. Estevez is coming up for the decisive, or potentially decisive, penalty. Score this, and we win another bit of silverware. I didn't even know we had this until like 6 weeks ago in game. Come on, Estevez. Come on. Yes! Come on! Oh, it's been a long time coming for us to get any silverware. We're not going to see the celebrations because I ain't got it on 3D. My computer can't cope with that. But we have won the Copper. No, not the Copper. The Super Copper Argentina. We've won it. We've got another trophy in the cabinet. It's our second on-camera trophy. We've won the Super Copper Argentina. Fantastic. Iconic wrestle builds Newell's legacy. Does that mean I'm in the icons list? Oh, there he is. Oh, look at that. Average ticket price, £6. No wonder we're going out of business. Bloody hell. Awesome. Another title, another cup win. Fantastic. We were 5-1 pre-season odds. I don't know what else that means, but we've won it. Get in. Happy, happy days. Love that. Right. That's it for today's episode then. For the next one, I'll just come back at some point in the future, to be fair. I'll just come back for some important games. I don't really know, to be honest with you. I'll figure it out as I go along. But anyway, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed that one. If you are able to, please smash a big thumbs up on there, especially because you've just won another trophy, even without the suit on. Forgot about that bit. Make sure you subscribe if it's the first time you've seen any content on the channel, and hit that bell notification so you know that when all the new stuff comes out as well. And as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments as normal. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it from me. My name's been David. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you again soon. Cheers.